and welcome to the Cardinal Sports Complex for CTN's coverage of girls high school fast pitch softball. Tonight, the Coon Rapids Cardinals host the Maple Grove Crimson in a Northwest Suburban Conference matchup. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro sitting behind home plate for this one. Howie, our first opportunity to see the softball team in action.
It is, and it's a nice day here. A little bit windy, the wind's blowing out, and this is a big field as it is, so I'm not sure we're going to see anything hit over that fence, but nonetheless, the wind could play havoc with balls hit to the outfield.
Yeah, it is a deeper outfield than most, but the wind gusting quite steadily out to the right field line. And somebody catches one just right, gets it up in that wind, might get a little bit extra carry, put it over the fence. Here's a look at the Maple Grove Crimson as the way they'll come to the plate. Center fielder Sammy Sadler starting off, followed by Maddie Gordon, Sydney Smith hitting third, Sarah Michael in the cleanup spot, Hannah Lund, Megan Mulcrone, Kia Anderson, Aaron Roll, and Eleanor Shuddy finish out the order for head coach Jim Coltis.
Yeah, and this is a Maple Grove squad coming off an 8-2 win over the Bengals of Blaine.
Cardinals still looking for their first victory of the year. Losses to Minnetonka and Elk River thus far. Kelly Best, Mackenzie Wilkins, and Whitney Gregg on the grass in the outfield. Cassie Brown and Kennedy Kerr on the right side of the infield. Alyssa Hansen and C.C. Orlikowski on the left. Kaylee Coe is behind the plate, calling the pitches for Sam Anderson.
And Sadler looking for her first hit of the season.
Good pitch right down the middle. Sadler a walking strike. That one down in the dirt. Sadler not even tempted. It's 1-1.
Sammy started that, Sam Anderson started that first game against Minnetonka, 7-2 loss. But Cardinals offensively able to get 11 hits in the field in that opening game against the Skippers.
Pitch misses just down and away. It's 2-1.
Of course, the Cardinals coming off a tough 10-0 loss to Elk River where they were not able to get a hit. And the biggest concern for Coach Nienaber has been the defense. 7 errors in the field that game. It's something that the #1 key here today against a very good Maple Grove team is you have to be able to field the ball cleanly.
That one's called strike. It's 2-2. Orlikowski playing in close down the third baseline. This one chopped to short, scooped up by Hansen. The throw in plenty of time over to Cassie Brown, and there's one down.
Solid ground ball by Sadler, hit to Hansen. Nice job, nice scoop, nice throw. As you mentioned to downtown Cassie Brown over at first base.
Had to be the first to get that one out, did you?
I did.
Anderson took a little something off of that, but left it low. It's 1-0.
Gordon went 2 for 4 in the opener against Blaine.
Then a rising pitch. Gordon was tempted, but kept her bat on her shoulder, and she gets ahead in the count 2-0. And now down and away, 3-0. That one's in there. I think Gordon probably taking all the way on 3-0.
Yeah, at that point you have to take that pitch. Get the opportunity to get a free base if possible. Another big pitch here from Anderson.
This one chopped up the middle. Anderson got a piece of it, and the throw from Kerr to Brown not in time, and Gordon able to beat out an infield single.
Yeah, a tough one for the infielder to get, especially if that ball was tipped by Anderson.
Just didn't have a lot on it. Sydney Smith swinging at the first pitch, fouling it off out of play.
Smith a hit in 4 at bats in the 8-2 win over Blaine.
Big tall girl, and we'll be talking a lot about the power she brings from the hill today. This one skied right side. It'll stay in play. Brown is underneath it, has it, and it's doubled up at first as in Unwise decision on Gordon to try and leave the base on the foul ball. So the Cardinals give up a hit, but just 3 batters at the plate for Maple Grove. We'll be back. Cardinals at the dish after this.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at the ballpark. Maple Grove in the field now. They did get a hit, but a double play to end the inning for Coon Rapids gets them right back to the plate.
Well, Sydney Smith in her first outing, 7 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned in that 8-2 win.
She'll bring a fastball into the mid to upper 60s.
Cardinals offensively have to take advantage of opportunities they're given because this is a very good pitcher in there, and she is going to be throwing the heat, as you mentioned.
Look at how Coach Nienaber will send his girls to the plate. Jackie Larson leading off. Winnie Craig on deck. Mackenzie Wilkins in the 3 spot with Alyssa Hansen hitting cleanup. Sam Anderson, the pitcher, hitting 5th. Cassie Brown, Kennedy Kerr, Kelly Best, and finally Cece Orlikowski. First pitch from Smith, a fastball right down the pipe for a called strike.
Larson hitting 400 as she steps to the plate, 2 of 5 on the season, a couple of singles.
One and one. Smith goes low. Larson's not buying. 2-1. Larson got a piece of it, but a little late. Foul down the third baseline, and the count is even at 2-2.
Let's see if Smith comes away with something a little bit on the inside.
Goes down low again, and the count goes full. That one's in for a called strike and a strikeout for Smith. Round number 1 here in the bottom of the first inning.
Well, Jackie's looking for that free pass, but a nice fastball from Sydney Smith as she watched that one go by for a strike.
Maybe thought that one was a little bit outside. This one in the dirt to start Greg out 1-0.
Whitney looking for her first hit of the season. 4 at bats.
Fastball up high, check swing, they check down, and Greg able to keep it on her shoulder, 2-0. Called strike on the inside edge. And that rising fastball, such a deceptive pitch. This one chopped foul, it's 2-2.
The Cardinal here is early on yet, so far making Smith throw some pitches.
Greg able to get just a piece of that
one, yep.
Foul it off, stay alive. She dropped the 3rd strike, but they throw down for the completed strikeout. Greg backed away from it again, thinking that was off of the inside of the plate.
Well, she does a nice job of just clipping that inside part of the corner on that pitch, and as you mentioned, it fooled Greg a little bit. Thought it was that pitch was a ball.
Well, that's about the same place she got the strikeout pitch against Larson to start the inning. This one fouled off and out of play. Hope the insurance is paid up on the production truck.
I missed it by a little bit.
It's coming out of your salary. Just take it out of your checks.
Apparently it's coming out of your check, Jan, and I
Well,
guess
it's
you're
gonna take
working
a long
free
time
for the
to-
next 6 years.
I was going to say, if it's any sort of significant damage, it's going to take a long time to get it paid off with my paychecks. That one in the dirt and all the way to the backstop, 1-1. I think I'm gonna pull a Tommy Glines and just start putting the CTN money away, and maybe in 15 years or so I can buy myself a Corvette.
Yeah.
Big swing at the fastball, but comes up empty, 2-2. This one hit well, but foul.
That's going to clear the truck as well.
And Wilkins just getting around on it a little bit late. If she times it, straightens that out, she's getting it a good distance. And the infield playing kind of short, but she swings and misses. And Smith strikes out the side in the bottom of the first. We go to the second, no score. You're watching high school softball on CTN.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important, but we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. Because we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Back at the Cardinal Sports Complex, both teams retired in order in the first inning. So no score as we start the second. Third base minder Sarah Michael leading off for the Crimson. And the first offering from Anderson was in the dirt, 1-0, now goes up and away, 2-0.
Michael 2 for 3 against Blaine, hitting .667 on the season. Nice start to her year. Her first at bat against Sam Anderson.
That's a good pitch right there for strike one.
Yeah, keep that ball low and get it right in the bottom part of that strike zone.
That one fouled back to the backstop, and it evens the count at 2-2. Both pitchers early on not spending a lot of time between pitches, just getting set and coming to the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch, rising fastball up and away, and it's a full count.
Sevens now want to put the leadoff hitter here on base. Start this second inning if she can avoid it.
This one hit well to center, but right at Mackenzie Wilkins. Relatively easy play for the center fielder, and there's one down.
Yeah, she took a couple of steps in, but I think the wind played a little havoc with it. It made it a little more difficult than I think she originally thought it would be to catch that ball, but made a nice play on it.
Catcher Hannah Lund digs in and looks at a strike, 0-1.
Lund also 2 for 3 in that win against Blaine, hitting .667.
Big cut at that one, but comes up empty. And Anderson in control, 0-2. That's the kind of production you want to see from the middle of your lineup.
Yeah, absolutely.
And 3 straight strikes. First strikeout of the ball game for Sam Anderson. 2 away here in the top of the second inning.
And a nice outing, obviously early on for Sam Anderson, but she wants to keep her control. She wants to keep these batters at bay, and so far she's doing a nice job. Again, keeping that ball down low in the zone.
First base minder, Megan Mulcrone, the hitter now. Not tempted by the one at the shins. Comes up a little bit, and she's going to bloop one just over the head of shortstop Alyssa Hansen for a 2-out single.
I was going to say Mulcrone yet to not get a hit in the 2 for 2 in her first game. Now here, a base hit, 3 for 3 on the season. To start her season. Yeah, no, that's
not bad.
That's a nice way to start.
Left fielder Kia Anderson. See if she can keep this 2-out rally going. And that one didn't miss by much.
Anderson looking for her first hit of the season. Had one at bat in their opener.
Fastball misses low again. Good stop behind the plate by Coe.
Did a nice job just to make sure she kept that ball in front of her. That gets behind you, and that's a base for the base runner, Mulcrone.
Fouls that one into her own dugout, does Anderson. It's 2-1.
Any damages in here?
Home plate official making sure everybody okay in the Maple Grove dugout. Gets the all clear.
Anderson, the 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. And the count even.
Some high heat on that fastball, up a little bit in the zone, but Anderson offered at it.
Well, again, that rising fastball is tough to judge. Another good one. It took a little something off of that, but got Anderson to swing through. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Crimson get a hit, but leave one stranded. Still no score in the middle of the second.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
she doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
Be nice. She's new.
Hello, is anyone there? Ugh.
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened?
Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Great start to the ball game for Maple Grove pitcher Sydney Smith. 3 strikeouts in the first, 2 looking, 1 swinging. Doesn't start so well here in the second, though. Alyssa Hansen, first pitch, hit to the gap in right center. She's rounding second, digging for third, and she is going to slide in safely with a leadoff triple.
Nice hit by Hansen as that fastball left up a little bit in the zone, and Hansen drilled that to the right center field wall. She came into this contest hitting .333. She was 2 of 6 in the first two contests, and now the Cardinals have something going with nobody out and a runner at third.
And pitcher Sam Anderson at the plate, a chance to help her own cause. Infield in for the Crimson. Big swing and a miss. And Smith able to regain control ahead in the count 0-1.
Smith 1 for 3 the game against Minnetonka.
That one misses high.
1-1 here, never know. Your pitch, 2-4, hitting straights. What do you got? There you go, 1-1 here now. Let's get it here.
That one misses low, 2-1.
The patience at the plate, making sure that she kept the bat on her shoulder that offering.
Fastball is in there, 2-2, and again you see the Coon Rapids batter back away from that inside edge. Smith likes it there and consistently finding the black. 2-2. This one skied, not a play down the first baseline. Smith looking for that inside edge again, this time a little too far inside. And the count goes full. That one's down and in, ball 4, and they're runners at the corners with nobody out for Coon Rapids here in the second inning.
Well, she did a nice job of earning that free pass. She just kept with it, making sure that she didn't swing at pitches she felt were not in the zone. And with nobody out and runners at the corner, the Cardinals looking to keep things moving here.
Running for the pitcher at first base, number 18, Michaela Rappy.
Michaela Rappy will be the courtesy runner. For Anderson over at first. And downtown Cassie Brown will dig in, a chance to do some damage.
Cassie hitting .333 on the season. She's got a base hit in her 3 at-bats so far.
Pitch misses inside, and they're going to keep a close eye on Alyssa Hansen and just let Michaela Rappy run her over to second base. So now 2 in scoring position, nobody out.
Yeah, they're not going to throw down in that situation because they don't want to take the chance of that getting by.
Big swing and a miss by Brown, and it's 1-1. Yeah, Smith definitely nibbling through the first inning plus. Most of the time able to make that living on that inside edge. A couple of them have missed, though, here in this second inning. And now she's behind in the count 2-1 to Cassie Brown. Fouled back.
He had a nice job of just getting the bat on the ball and stay alive in that batter's box.
Well, she timed it well, but didn't square it up enough. And apparently it's the bat's fault. She'll get a replacement.
Well, if the bat's not doing what you want, get one that will.
2-2. Down in the dirt. A nice stop behind the plate by Hannah Lund. Another full count.
Got a tough pitch here now from Sydney Smith, and she has to make sure that she keeps something in the zone.
This one popped up. It'll stay in play in foul territory, and late reach by Hannah Lund to make the catch as both Lund and Smith, neither was calling off, and both expected the other to go after it, but a nice last-second lunge by Lund, and it's out number 1.
That's a big out here. You get that first out now with runners at second and third.
Freshman second base minor Kennedy Kerr standing in, taking a fastball inside, 1-0.
Kennedy looking for her first hit of the season in a couple at bats.
Well, a big spot here for the young lady. Would be the first varsity hit of her career, and it could drive in a couple. Hammered that toward the Maple Grove dugout. Again, just a little bit late. That one's in the dirt, skips away from Lund, but able to keep it in front of her nicely. And it's 2-1.
Yeah, it didn't square too far to her left, so she did a good job of just getting over and covering it up. No opportunity for Hansen to come in from third.
Showing bunt, offering, and coming up empty. It's 2-2.
Come get it, 12.
Wind is just pretty much non-stop here at the ballpark as you see the ponytail of pitcher Sydney Smith. Good fastball on that inside edge for strike 3. 4th strikeout of the game for Smith, and she's trying to work herself out of a bit of a jam here.
Well, I tell you, if she can pitch out of this jam, that's a stellar effort from Sydney Smith. Get runners at second and third with no one out.
Pitch down and away. Another nice stop by Lund behind the plate. Swinging and missing his best. It's 1-1.
Kelly looking for her first hit in 6 at-bats. Big time to get it here.
Up high and 2-1. Lund definitely earning her keep in this second inning.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Made a couple of nice stops on pitches in the dirt. This one fouled off and out of play. Count will go to 2-2.
Close shave for that young man standing behind the fence. That found the opening. See the pitch count for Sydney Smith so far. Probably more pitches than she'd like to have been thrown here at this point in the game.
Yeah, it's not as big a concern definitely in softball as it is in baseball, but you'd like to be able to work through it a little quicker. And big swing and a miss, another strikeout, and a big couple of strikeouts for Smith to get out of the jam in the second. We go to the third, still no score. You're watching high school softball on CTN.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Cheers. Take time to be a dad today.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change. Let's go!
To the Batmobile. Dang it.
To the invisible jet. Dang it. Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women. I could use your help. Yeah! Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
Sam Anderson stepping on the gas to start this third inning. Gets ahead in the count 0-2. It's a second base minder, Aaron Roll.
Aaron looking for her first hit of the season.
And then takes a little something off, and it's a 3-pitch strikeout. Third of the game, second in a row for Sam Anderson. That'll bring up designated player Eleanor Shuddy.
Shuddy hitting .333 on the season. She's 1 for 3, and with a run scored.
Slaps this one foul and out of play. Nearly taking out the camera above the Coon Rapids dugout. We'd much rather you hit the truck than the camera.
Yes, absolutely.
Took a little something off of that, and that one slapped foul as well. One misses down and away, 1-2.
Again, trying to go for that outside corner. Just couldn't paint it.
Well, Smith, her counterpart, has gotten a little bit of leeway, I think, on that outside edge after showing she's consistently finding that same spot. 2-2. This one slowly rolled to Orlikowski, the throw in time, and there's 2 down.
Good job by CC getting that ground ball quickly over to Brown at the first base bag. We're back to the top of the line.
Sadler ground ball to short back in the first. Looks at a fastball for a strike, 0-1. This one just foul. Nearly got that down the third base line, but lands just wide of the bag. And again, 0-2 the count for Sam Anderson.
And not a lot of real estate between Orlikowski and the foul line. Again, trying to push that one in between.
This one hit right to Orlikowski on a line. 1, 2, 3 go the Crimson in the third. We'll take a break. Coon Rapids back at the plate when we return on CTN.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it. Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Shocking to see red in attendance at a Cardinal event. And by shocking, I mean not at all.
Well, he's got the one here, and the baseball team is across the way playing the Crimson as well.
And
Wojo getting the start on the mound tonight for the Cardinals.
A little lacrosse going on behind us later tonight.
Absolutely. It's just a lot of activities here at Coon Rapids. We're going to see the boys lacrosse team on Wednesday. That should be fun.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
Well, both lacrosse teams were supposed to open the season against Champlain Park last Thursday, but those games postponed due to rain and field conditions. Orlikowski, just a little piece of the first pitch, but it ends up in the mitt of Hannah Lund for strike one. And both postponed. Talking to the coaches on Friday, both said kind of the similar statements. You know, they really wanted to get this season started, but with such a quality opponent in Champlain Park, it's not necessarily a bad thing to have a little more time to prepare. And a 3-pitch strikeout for Sydney Smith to start the third inning. Her 6th strikeout in the first 9 batters.
That's impressive. Nonetheless, very impressive.
Jackie Larson a running strike to start out 0-1. Okay, here's a question for you. 6 strikeouts, how many swinging and how many looking?
I'd say I want to either say 4 and 2, 4 looking. That's what I'll say. 4 looking, 2 swinging.
You're on. 3 and 3.
3 and 3.
Larson fouls it off into the dugout. Smith not throwing anything but strikes thus far in the third. Had the count 0-2. And just missing down and away. And I hear Coach Coltis from the dugout saying, there it is. He knows that's Smith's
That's
spot.
that pitch,
and
absolutely.
It's that has been the pitch she's gotten, I think, all 3 of her called strikeouts on. Just kind of nibbling on that outside edge. That one definitely wide, 2 and 2. And a swinging strikeout for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, Cardinals, unfortunately had a couple of base runners in scoring position last inning, couldn't get anything across the plate. And that may come back to haunt them here as this game continues in the way that Sydney Smith is throwing the ball.
Greg, first pitch right back to Smith. Easy play over to Mulcrone. And the Cardinals are done 1, 2, 3 in the third. We go to the fourth, still no score. You're watching high school softball on CTN. 4th inning. No score. Maple Grove 2 hits. The Cardinals with 1. And the heart of the order due up here for Maple Grove in the 4th. Gordon, Smith, and Michael due to hit against Sam Anderson. Anderson has retired the last 4 she's faced. 2 by strikeout. First pitch just a little bit low. Gordon had a single. Slow roller just to the left of Anderson, but then was doubled up off of first on a pop fly in foul territory. She's going to drop it down right in front of the plate, and she's going to beat it out for a bunt base hit.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there, and to get the first base runner of this inning on for Maple Grove.
I think that's one, you know, they got their play set up. That's one I think I want my catcher to field.
Right.
It's not even 2 feet in front of home plate. First pitch, smoke to right, back on it is Best. She's there for the catch for the first out, and no chance for Gordon to advance. Smith gave it a ride.
She did.
And she went to the right spot, trying to work with that wind, but comes up short, and it's just a long out.
But again, defensively, Coon Rapids has to be at their best here because they don't want to give up a chance of getting a run across because they're having a difficult time figuring out Sydney Smith. The longer they keep it scoreless, the better chance they have.
Fastball inside, the steal is on, the throw not in time. Good wheels by Maddie Gordon. She's into scoring position with 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Sarah Michael gave it a pretty good rider first time up. Fly ball to center field. Swings on it, misses, and it skips away from Coe. And scampering over to third base is Maddie Gordon on the pass ball.
Gordon did a nice job of getting herself to second, and then with the pass ball now, an opportunity for the Crimson makes it a little bit easier to get that first run across.
1-1. That one's in there for a called strike.
A nice pitch by Anderson. Again, Anderson just has to be concerned about the hitter at the plate.
This one hit hard to the right side. They're coming home. Throw is not in time. And the Crimson on the board.
Well, it would have been tough to get her as it is, but the throw was high and to her right. So there was no way they were going to get the runner at the plate. And now you get an opportunity with another base runner. It's a tough decision. Do you go for the out or do you?
Another stolen base as Michael slides in safely underneath the throw.
An opportunity to manufacture some runs, and they certainly did that. A stolen base and then a pass ball. And then an opportunity for play at the plate.
This one skied, it'll get out of play. And it's 0-2 to Anna Lund.
So you're thinking about throwing the headset and going for that one.
For about a millisecond. Lund, a swinging strikeout victim in her first at bat back in the 2nd inning. Now with a runner at second. This one fouled. Stays inside. That one might have been a Shapiro ball.
A little bit higher than it may have been. I would have dove for that. Protect the monitor.
0-2 it remains. Lund pops this into foul territory. Brown, a nice play on it for out number 2.
A good job by Cassie Brown. She's made a couple of nice plays in foul territory to record a couple outs so far in this game. And a big one. Now with 2 away, you just worry about that hitter at the plate and get out just with the one run. Nice pitch.
Called strike, starts Mulcrone out 0-1. Mulcrone with a base knocker first time up. This one fouled on the third baseline. It's 0-2.
Again, good thought trying to keep it fair. push it down that left field line.
This one skied left side of the infield. Orlikowski is there, and this half inning is over. But the Crimson able to manufacture a run, a bunt single, a steal, a pass ball, and a fielder's choice. And they have the lead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth.
When you watch CTN News, you'll notice we're different. It's about the people, the places, the stories that affect your life.
We're local. We focus on the local communities, the local issues, and the local stories.
They're the stories that impact you, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
It's the people, the places, and the events that make CTN so interesting.
It's about connecting you to your community, one story at a time.
Well, to this point, middle of the fourth inning, it's mostly been a pitcher's duel. Alyssa Hanson, a big leadoff triple, but the Cardinals leaving those runners stranded because Sydney Smith has been very strong on the hill. And they manufacture a run in the top of the fourth that gives Maple Grove the 1-0 lead here midway through this ballgame.
Now the Cardinals offensively have to get their bats going against a pitcher who is feeling it this afternoon, no doubt. And again, they did enough just to keep the one run in that inning, but now they're going to have to try and get it back somehow.
Mackenzie Wilkins leading off, swinging strike and an off-speed pitch to start. And again, so used to the heat that Smith has been bringing. She pulls the string a little bit, and Wilkins way out in front and falls behind in the count 0-2. And there's the heat up high, but got Wilkins fishing, and a 3-pitch strikeout. Eighth strikeout of the ball game for Sydney Smith.
Yeah, it's that's impressive so far.
Alyssa Hanson. First pitch she saw in her first at bat, she lined to the right center gap. Looking to do the same here, but again, we see Smith starting her with the off-speed stuff.
Well, that pitch
getting her way out in front. This one hit pretty well toward that gap again. It's gonna fall. Hanson rounds and digs for 2, slides in safely. And she's having a nice afternoon thus far.
Yeah, she really is. And again, that pitch just up just a little bit, but enough for Hanson to turn on it and put it to that right center field wall again. Our Cardinals in an opportunity with one away and a runner in scoring position trying to even this thing up.
I think right fielder Maddie Gordon a little more prepared for that one as she took a better angle and cut it off quickly and got there before it got to the fence this time. Maybe not hit quite as well. No. Anderson just couldn't hold off as that pitch was up in her eyes. And she swings through to even the count at 1-1. Off-speed pitch rolled to the left side. Scooped up by McMurphy. The throw over to Mulcrone in time. Anderson retired, but Hanson moves up to third base.
Well, McMurphy had to hesitate a little bit because Hanson was coming across running to third. She had just to hold up a bit, but had enough on that throw to get the runner at the base.
Cassie Brown popped up in foul territory. It was snagged by the catcher Kaylee Coe. Swings and misses at a low fastball.
And a lot of heat on a pitch down low. She does a nice job of controlling that placement on the pitch.
An off-speed pitch gets Smith ahead in the count 0-2.
See if she comes back with that fastball or try off-speed something low.
And a strikeout again. Number 9 in the ballgame for Sydney Smith. And again, the Cardinals leave a runner stranded at third They trail 1-0 as we head to the 5th.
Oh, sweetheart. Gonna give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
You sing it,
It's
Yen.
the Copacabana. What better way to enjoy an afternoon at the ballpark than with the finer hits of Mr. Barry Manilow.
The left fielder, number 29.
And I'm so disappointed that I got caught singing along. But hey, it's bound to happen occasionally.
It is bound. It is. It's either in front of the camera or when you just didn't know they were live, and you get the wonderful tones of Mr. Joe Yen.
Tones, yes. Wonderful. Bottom of the order due up for the Maple Grove Crimson here in the top of the 5th. Kia Anderson, Aaron Roll, and Eleanor Shuddy. Anderson, a strikeout victim, is her first time up. Both pitchers really keeping the hitters relatively off balance. I mean, Anderson not racking up quite as many strikeouts. But a lot of ground balls, and has only given up the 3 hits through 4 innings. And credit to the Crimson for manufacturing a run on that 1 hit in the last inning.
Nice
Big
pitch.
swinging strike, couldn't catch up. And Anderson goes down swinging for the 2nd time today.
Again, it's Sam Anderson's job just to keep these batters at bay and allow her team to get back to the plate to see if they can get that 1 run back at least.
That pitch didn't miss by much. Aaron Roll, a strikeout victim, her first time up. Missing just low, 2-0. Well, we talk about pitch count. And we mentioned it a little bit, I think, in the 3rd inning. We were talking about Smith's pitch count and how she'd thrown a few more pitches than she would have liked in the first couple of innings, but she has definitely dialed it down. Just 10 pitches in the 3rd and 11 in the 4th. 4-pitch walk. And the highs and lows right away to start this inning for Sam Anderson. A strikeout on 3 pitches, then a walk on 4. And that'll bring up the DP, Eleanor Shuddy. Shuddy, ground ball to 3rd in the 3rd. First one popped up left side, bobbled it short, and everybody's safe. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Well, yeah, and that one just kind of died in front of Hansen, but of course, even if she had fielded it cleanly, there was nobody at second base to throw it to. She would have had to try and get the runner at first, which would have been pretty difficult. Now with 1 away and runners at 1st and 2nd, and the way that Sydney Smith is pitching, she didn't need a lot of run support, but the Cardinals have to be concerned to give up a big inning here.
Fastball on the outside edge. Strike 1 to the leadoff hitter, Sammy Sadler. This one hit well toward the right center gap and over the head of Kelly Best. First runner is going to round 3rd and come home to score. Coasting in easily at 3rd is Shuddy. And an RBI single for Sammy Sadler.
Yeah, Shuddy held up quite a while on that, not allowing Sadler to move to 2nd on that.
The right fielder, number 9.
Now with 1 away runners at the corners, another run put across for Maple Grove.
Maddie Gordon will dig in. She's 2 for 2. Apparently they call her Flash, as we have to assume, since everyone behind us in the Maple Grove section is
so now we know
calling it out.
Head coach Zach Nienaber taking a stroll to the mound, talking to Sam Anderson, and he knows of the situation now down 2-0. They can ill afford to allow any additional runs to come across the plate. Relatively quick trip for Coach Nienaber.
So runners at the corners, one away here in the 5th. Maple Grove already with a 2-0 lead. Maddie Gordon 2 for 2, both infield singles. Last one was a bunt single. Pitch up high, and they're trying to steal behind. Try and get him in the box, and now they'll just keep an eye on that front runner and allow Sadler to get over to second. So now 2 in scoring position with only 1 out. Pitch in for a called strike.
A couple of nice pitches for Sam Anderson after the stop and play by Coach Nienaber.
Gets ahead in the count 0-2 here. And then goes up the ladder, and Gordon can't lay off. It's strike 3.
Yeah, I'm sure she'd like to have that opportunity back because that was way up in the zone.
And now Sydney Smith, pretty well hit baller last time, caught in right field. Chance to pad the lead she has on the mound. Looks at that pitch down low, 1-0.
Every time you get an opportunity to help yourself, you certainly want to take advantage of it.
This one ripped to center in, and then back on it as Wilkins jumps and makes the catch. And 2 left stranded in scoring position for Maple Grove, but they get another run across and increase their lead to 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
So Sydney Smith gave it a good ride her last 2 times up. She's hit it pretty hard, but that one right at Mackenzie Wilkins, who had a little trouble judging it at first, and then able to jump up and make the catch. And that one really probably would have opened this game up. 2 more would have scored for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
So 2 hits, a run, and 2 left in the inning for Maple Grove. Now we got Stevie Wonder. I'm liking the.
I do like the choice of music.
We got a DJ going here.
Well, here's taking a request, Joe. If you've got something you want him to play, maybe between innings, you can run over there and ask him. I'm sure he'll find it for you.
First pitch right back through the middle, and a leadoff single for Kennedy Kerr. And she's got her first hit of the season.
The right fielder, number 21, Kelly Best.
Well, that's how Coon Rapids needs to start this inning here, now trailing 2-0.
Kelly Best, one of the team's captains, digging in. And again, Sydney Smith, a nice job of pulling his string.
She really does. And she mixes that pitch with that fastball and makes it tough on hitters.
I know it's high praise, but I'll tell you, the way she has fooled these batters reminds me of how Logan Shore made batters look when he threw for the Cardinals, because his changeup was so effective.
And it looked so much like his fastball, with the exception
well,
of,
and I think that's why the Cardinals right now are having so much trouble with Smith's off-speed stuff, because they're getting way out in front of it, expecting that fastball. Now, granted, the mound a little bit closer for softball, so they have a little less decision-making time, or do they? I suppose it's about the same when you consider the change in speed.
Yep.
Swing and a miss for Best. She strikes out for the second time. It's number 10 of the ball game for Sydney Smith.
Number 16, Cece Orlikowski.
That'll bring up Cece Orlikowski, another one of the team's captains. Fouls it to the backstop. Yeah, the thing is, she does have enough snap on her fastball that you can't really sit back and wait to determine which pitch you're watching.
You have to make a decision immediately.
Fouled off, and it's 0-2. Inside 1-2.
Oh, good patience at the plate to hold off that pitch. It's inside, but not by much.
This one chopped right back up the middle. Tough play for Roll, but able to get there and get it over to Mulcrone. Kerr advances to second base on the play, but they're 2 away.
Again, you'll give up that runner at second to get that second out. Now you just worry about the hitter at the plate. Get out with your shutout preserved.
Back to the top of the order, Jackie Larson. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. One watching, one swinging. Looks at a fastball, strike one. Drops that one in there as well, and out in the front end. Out in front of the count 0-2.
Yeah, again, with the way she pitches, so much she can do with this, and it makes it so difficult for the young hitter at the plate.
Misses outside, and Larson not going to go after it. And again, Smith has been very effective at nibbling on that outside edge. This one fouled off out of play down the left field line. Up high, 2-2. Kerr, the runner at second, 2 away here. Coon Rapids trying to get into a 2-0 deficit, but that is strike 3 from Smith. And the inning ends. Maple Grove 2, Coon Rapids 0 as we head to the 6th. You're watching high school softball on CTN.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
A beautifully sunny day at the ball field. Very windy, though, gusting out to right field. And we've got Maple Grove ahead of Coon Rapids 2-0 as we start the 6th inning. Sarah Michael will lead things off. Drove in the first run of the game for Maple Grove. Ground ball on the right side that the Cardinals tried to get that run, cut the run down at the plate. High and outside, it's 1-1. Missing inside, 2-1. This one skied, it'll stay in play. A chance for Coe and unable to make the catch. Got to keep Michael alive, 2-2. This one, skied, it'll be close to the fence, and it bounces out of the glove of Cassie Brown, and Michael just living on borrowed time here.
She really is. 2 opportunities for the Cardinals to record the out in foul territory. Head coach Jim Colt is going to talk to her.
Both that probably should have been made.
Yeah.
I mean, understandable that Brown was
concerned about the fence.
Yeah, getting a little nervous getting that close to the fence, but either way, Michael's still alive at 2-2. Anderson brings it down and in, and it's a full count. This one hit well, right back through the box. And Michael with a leadoff single.
Well, you just never know how things come back to haunt you. And there again, the couple of opportunities to record the out for Michael, and she comes back and puts a single back up the box and gets herself on base.
Rising pitch, misses high to Hannah Lund. Lund 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop-up. And now down low, missing 2-0. Runner is going, a late throw, and a stolen base for Sarah Michael.
Yeah, just smart base running. You eliminate that opportunity to get an out at second. Now you put yourself in scoring position.
And a 3-0 count to the batter, Hannah Lund. Puts that one right down the pipe, strike one. This one skied back, out of play. And the count is full.
Just continue to try and stay out of trouble and not allow any runners to come across down 2-0.
Able to stay alive by getting a piece of that one. That'll make this the longest at-bat for a Maple Grove batter as Anderson brings the 7th. That one's down in the dirt all the way to the backstop. It's a walk, and Michael will advance to the 3rd on the wild pitch. And then Hannah just keeps on going.
She
and
didn't stop.
Takes 2nd.
Yeah, they weren't going to make a play over there, so she, as you said, smartly
just heads up base running. You catch the defense sleeping.
Running for the catcher at second base, number 4, Taylor Rosacker.
Rosicker, the courtesy runner. And there are 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out, as Megan Mulcrone comes to the plate. She's singled in her first at bat. Crimson trying to pad their lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Already up 2-0. And this one hit high but not very deep to right. Coming in to make the catch is Best. Tagging and coming home to score was Michael, a sacrifice fly, and everybody advances safely.
Get a nice play by Best to get it to the plate. Does a nice job coming in and making the catch.
And really a pretty good throw by Best.
Not a bad throw.
Just not quite in time. And now Kia Anderson will dig in, and Rosiker is the runner at third. Goes fishing for one outside and comes up empty 0-1. Shows bunt, pops it up behind the plate. Cole makes the catch for out number 2.
And that time did what you needed to do to make sure he quartered it out in foul territory for a couple outs. And Cardinals do not want this run to come across from third base. Aaron Roll at the plate.
Roll, big swing underneath that rising fastball and falls behind in the count 0-1. And another called strike on a good fastball right on the inside edge. Gets Anderson ahead in the count 0-2. One fouled back right off the mask of Kaylee Coe.
Home plate official giving Sam Anderson a new softball.
Well, and I think giving Coe a chance to
kind of clear the
shake
cobwebs
it off a little bit. But that's, you know, that's, you play the catcher position, you get used to that.
Yes, you do.
Another one fouled back to the backstop. Two out, a runner at third base. Maple Grove already one more across in the inning to take that 3-0 lead here in the top of the 6th. Roll battling, able to fight off a couple of 2-strike pitches. That time she comes up empty. Another strikeout for Sam Anderson, but another run on the board for the Crimson. And Sydney Smith returns to the hill with a 3-0 lead. And when we start the bottom of the 6th after this.
When you watch CTN News, you'll notice we're different. It's about the people, the places, the stories that affect your life.
We're local. We focus on the local communities, the local issues, and the local stories.
They're the stories that impact you, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
It's the people, the places, and the events that make CTN so interesting.
It's about connecting you to your community, one story at a time.
Back at the ballpark, and Maple Grove just nibbling away. Able to manufacture a run in each of the last 3 innings. And meanwhile, Sydney Smith has chewed up the Cardinals at the plate.
And that's the key. The Cardinals not able to offensively figure out. They did have an opportunity early in this ball game.
Twice. That they had runners at scoring position. Right. Once runners at second and third with nobody out,
yeah, and that
not able to get anybody across.
Well, that's the inning that they look back at and feel that, you know, that's the opportunity they had to put some runs on the board for sure.
Whitney Gregg out in front of the off-speed offering. And it's 0-1.
It's so tough to see which pitch she's throwing.
And then able to just drop that one in the zone and get ahead 0-2.
And big smile on her face because I know she feels it out there.
Well, 11 strikeouts, I would say so. This one popped up right side of the infield in his roll rather, and she makes the catch for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 8, Mackenzie Wilkins.
Yeah, 11 strikeouts
pretty good.
What, 18, 19, 20 batters? It's and only 3 hits. That's all right. It's a good afternoon. Most coaches will take that from their starter. And when I say most, I mean all.
Yes. Absolutely.
This one fouled, not a play. It's 1-1. Mackenzie Wilkins has gone down swinging twice. A couple opportunities in the outfield, and she's played nicely. Now would like to get something started for her team on offense. This one hit right back through the middle, ran out of steam a little bit. Roll, scoops, throws in time to Mulcrone, and there's 2 down.
Getting close, especially when it ball slowed down a little bit. It made it more difficult to record the out.
Off the bat, I thought there was no chance because I thought that was going through, but just died in the dirt a little bit. And allowed Roll the opportunity to get over and make the play. First pitch to Hansen popped up. It'll stay in play and missed by Lund behind the plate, and she'll get extra life.
Get that high sky, a little difficult to see where that ball is coming down, but as in inning before, that's probably a foul ball the catcher should have had.
Well, and Hansen 2 for 2 with a double and a triple. She's been left stranded at third base twice. This one fouled to the backstop, 0-2. And now this is her longest at bat of the afternoon. Smith misses low, 1-2.
Yeah, and Smith being a little more careful with the success that Hansen's had at the plate.
Well, 2 of the Cardinals' 3 hits. And they've both been for extra bases.
Well, it's been pitch placement for Smith. Both the hits were a little bit up in the zone.
And so he just gets a piece of that to stay alive at 2-2. Speed pitch, Hansen way out in front of it, but did get a piece.
Just enough.
Smith a little chuckle out on the hill. She knows how effective her off-speed pitch has been. This one rolled to Roll. She gets it over to Mulcrone, and the Cardinals are retired in order in the 6th. We go to the 7th as Maple Grove 3-0 over the Cardinals. At the ballpark, Sam Anderson gets out trying to hopefully shut down the Crimson here in the 7th. They've been able to get a run in each of the last 3 innings. So 3 runs on just 4 hits in those 3 innings.
Plenty of insurance so far for
with the way Smith is throwing.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's makes it difficult for the Cardinal batters, but nonetheless, they're going to have to record the outs in the field before they get their chance.
Eleanor Shuddy, the number 9 hitter, will lead things off. She had the weird little bloop single They just got in over the pitcher Smith and dropped right in front of the shortstop Alyssa Hansen back in that 5th inning. This one slowly rolled to the left side, and fielded by Orlikowski, and looked up, and there was no one covering the bag at first, and no one to throw to. Another infield single.
Again, you don't have anyone to throw to. Not much you can do about it. That time Brown came in on it. No real need for her to come in on that ball.
Sammy Sadler, 1 for 3 with an RBI single her last time up. Pitch is outside. The runner is going. The throw is in time, and she's out.
Yeah, nice throw down by Coe. Did a nice job. Put it perfectly where she needed to be. And
that's a big caught stealing
absolutely.
Right there. As really, you know, again, it's been all small ball for the Crimson and how they've generated their runs. And catching Shuddy trying to steal will maybe prevent them from doing that here in the 7th, but it'll definitely make it more difficult.
It'll help.
Count 1-2 to Sammy Sadler. Sam Anderson takes a little something off, but misses wide, 2-2.
Let's go, girls.
This one hits softly to the left field. And
just hitting
it where they ain't.
Well, nice job reaching down and putting that up over in between the infield and in front of Whitney Gregg.
Not hit exceptionally hard.
No, didn't need to.
Hit it where they ain't.
Yep.
No chance for anyone to make a play on that. And now Maddie Gordon 2 for 3 with a run scored. Gonna drop down a great bunt fielded by Anderson. Got the out at first, and now they've got the lead runner off, and she's out coming back to second. And a nicely turned double play for the Cardinals to end the inning.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Another look at how that inning ended. A little bunt. Good play to get it over to first. And a heads-up play by Kerr to quickly get it across to Orlikowski. Back to Hansen at second. And just really no chance for the runner to get back. A good job blocking the bag by Hansen as well. And that's just being a little overly aggressive on the bases when you don't need to be. And that's 2 outs on the bases, and Maple Grove maybe didn't need to give up in that inning, in that situation.
Without a doubt, but give the Cardinals that credit where it's due, as they've made them pay for that. It took them right out of the inning.
Cardinals, space, guys. The pitcher number 24, Sam Anderson.
Got a new first base minder.
It's Maddie Gordon moving to first, yep. So the bigger question is who's out and right. Maddie Flash Gordon, that is.
Oh, looks like Maddie Gordon's still in right, number 9.
Oh, she's number 9. Okay.
Yep. But I didn't see the number of who went in first. Did you say did he say 19?
Yep. Sam Anderson leading us. She's 0 for 1 with a walk. Behind in the count, 1-2, swings through that rising fastball.
First baseman.
And another strikeout for Sydney Smith.
Now batting number 19, Maddie Protus.
Maddie Protus batting for Coon Rapids.
19 for 33.
Sarah Fisher is the young lady at first base for
There you
Maple
go.
Grove.
Of course it is. Enjoying herself out there is Sydney Smith, big smile on her face. Trying to finish off a very impressive outing here.
Dozen Ks, that's impressive.
This one is going to run foul in front of Fisher. 1-2. That one bends inside a little bit, evens the count at 2-2. And now missing low, and the count is full. Protus, a nice job being patient after falling behind early in this at bat. Can't catch up with the heat though, and she is struck out. Lucky number 13 for Sydney Smith.
Coon Rapids down to the last out. Down 3-0, facing an excellent pitcher on the mound. They've not been able to figure it out here this afternoon.
Comes with the heat, then pulls the string and carry way out in front, 0-2.
Looking to strike out the side to end this game.
That's how she started it. Struck out the side in the first.
Don't pitch. Let her get set. She had 1 foot out of the box. Still purple. Hey, Kennedy, you got it now. Come on, 9.
This one chopped left side. Knocked down by McMurphy at short. But it'll be an infield single for Kennedy Kerr, her second hit of the ballgame.
Now batting the right fielder, number 21, Kelly Best.
Kelly Best with the opportunity if she can keep this game going for Coon Rapids. Struck out both times she's been at the plate.
Looks at a pitch on the outside edge, 0-1. And again, Smith likes that outside edge to the lefties. And fouled back. And Best goes down swinging for the third time, and that is the ball game, and that is your star of the ball game right there. 13 strikeouts for Sydney Smith. Gave up just 3 hits. And Crimson will improve to 2-0. The Cardinals fall to 0-3. So look at what we have coming up. Our first look at the boys lacrosse team coming up on Wednesday as they host Elk River. And then we're back at the baseball field on Monday, but out at Anoka as they take on the Anoka Tornadoes. And we'll get a chance to watch some tennis on Wednesday afternoon. A busy schedule in the spring, and if all of those are
weather permitting.
Of course. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Maple Grove 3, Coon Rapids 0. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us to continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.